Hello, this is Dirty 20 Gaming. My name is Bison, and tonight we are playing some Cyberpunk Red. Welcome to Carnage Heights. These four amazing people are going to be playing with us tonight. We will start with Sarah.
I'm looking for my links.
I got it.
So, hey y'all, my name is Sarah. I am here 3 times in a week currently. Tonight as our resident corpo magic, on Thursday as the DM for the Fool's Gold campaign, and on Sunday as our resident. I just used my magic for the first time, Rosa Nix. Other than that, you can find me over on Tango Productions working with the Scarred Adventurer on stuff and things that will come out eventually.
All right, and speaking of the Scarred Adventure, let's go with him.
Hello, I am the Scarred Adventurer when you don't see me here on Tuesdays as Red Death, the mercenary with a cause of some kind. Who knows? You'll find me on Thursdays as Lucas Alexander motherfucking Warcrest, the paladin who is literally god to other paladins. Whoops. Uh, and Sunday you'll find me as Arthur, has changed the genetic makeup of Frieden just ever so slightly at this point, filling you with a lot more redheads. That's the plan. And you will eventually find me here on one other night of the week, coming soon. Otherwise, I'm working with Tango Productions to do stuff, because I always do that. I work on stuff. Even when I'm trying to sleep, I go, what if this thing? And then I sit awake for 3 hours going, that's a good idea. And I don't write any of it down until like a week later. And then it all works better.
All right, and next, let's welcome back from a shitty illness, the Crimson Kraken.
Hello, everybody. It's not the end yet, but I'm working on it. Today I will play Kraken, our beloved, sadly drug addicted corpo, now hacker slash worker. Remember, don't do drugs, because all the drugs got to go to Kraken for safely
Safe
requisiting.
disposal.
Yeah, safe disposal. Yes. And in the future, there is some plans in the works, but sadly, if health will say yes, then I will do it. If not, that I don't want to spoil anything for now. I'm very happy to be back.
We're certainly glad to have you back, and I'm pretty sure all you have to do is ask Kevin, and he'll say yes. He'll throw you in.
I know, but my health says no. I want to say yes. I want to ask, and I want to say yes, but my body says no most of the time. But
yeah, and at Dirty 20, we understand that. I think you'd have to try really hard to find one of us without a chronic illness of some sort.
Yeah, that's why it's amazing here. We understand each other.
Lastly, and certainly not least, Exit.
Hi, I'm Ruth. Oh no, my voice. Today you have found me here as Exit, our resident fixer. Sorry, I got distracted by chat. On Thursdays you can find me here as our barbarian paladin multi-class, Desrai. She's super cool and I love her. Actually I love all my characters. Who am I kidding? And you can also find me here on Sundays as Runa, who just keeps being put through more shit. I'm not complaining. Keep doing it. She might be complaining though. Yeah, that's about it. You can sometimes find me in our Discord channel. Usually in the Photograph Your Pets channel specifically. Otherwise, you'd be hard pressed to find me.
Lastly,
Before we really start, can I say one quick thing?
Yep.
Just like we said before, this is a game where we do have drugs, so don't do drugs. Remember, winners don't do drugs, except for Captain America. But
he did do drugs.
super soldier serum.
Yeah.
We all know what that's code for.
We're not going to worry about that.
Steroids.
Schmeroids. So Cyberpunk Red is brought to us by Mike Telsorian, or Mike Pondsmith was the guy who wrote it. Telsorian Games is the company he works for. Where's the rest of my notes? Because I should be reading my notes. Our VTT is Roll20. Character art is done through Hero Forge and or Scarred's Fingers. We don't actually. Oh yes, we do have the character art. Pixabay is where we got the background images, and we can thank Thunderscape 7 for making it background art. Before we begin, I'd like to let you know that Cyberpunk is a world of dystopia, and people do what they have to in order to get by. Morals are optional in Night City, and drug abuse is a running theme in this campaign. Our players have an X card for when things get too heavy, but you guys don't. I'm not telling you not to watch the show, I'm just warning you ahead of time that some scenes may not be suitable for all audiences. And an additional caution, tonight's episode is taking place in a dream world. Things are not going to make sense. Don't worry about it. So, Kraken, you don't remember the last time you had a normal dream. Tonight's started with a conversation with Moose, except you have that weird dream awareness that is both Moose and an actual moose. So you're just sitting there, you look over, and this big brown monstrosity's looking back at you. You don't remember what the conversation was about, but at the end, Moose finishes his beer, claps you on the shoulder with his hoof, and leaves the bar. Following him with your eyes as he leaves, you look around and you're in the Broken Bones. And it's kind of like a zoo in here. A vixen and a lioness speak in hushed tones in the corner. A red wolf is playing pool with a hunting hound. A beagle, a Rottweiler, and a Scottish Terrier argue quietly at one of the
Playing
tables.
cards?
No, they're not playing cards.
Oh, okay.
A snake broods on the far side of the bar, nursing a whiskey with their tail. And a giant skeletal dragon is singing with a backup band entirely unsuited for their respective instruments, except for the sloth playing upside down bass. Who do you approach first?
Well, I wouldn't approach, but I know who the dragon is. I know it's Mr. Bones, and I just want to go listen to some music. And I look at myself. Am I a squid? Am I a kid?
What you look at the mirror behind the bar. The only normal person at the bar is Two Ball, by the way. Just
She's never normal, and I
Yeah.
love her for it.
normal. What you
Nice
see
to normal.
is a vampire squid, but
Oh.
the chromatophores are arranged in such a way that it's actually an outline of you. So you're looking at a kraken that looks like Kraken.
That's cool. I say to my mirror image.
You watch the chromatophores mimic your voice as bubbles sort of burble out from where the mouth is supposed to be.
Kraken is happy.
You head over to the dragon as he's finishing a set. He's singing show tunes. I'm not going to try and do it, but the only one that popped into my head was Copacabana. So imagine that in Mr. Bones' voice.
As a dragon from Skyrim.
A giant freaking bone dragon. This guy.
Yeah. Kraken is totally vibing.
Yeah.
Like one of the first job he had was pirate and music. so he knows all the old stuff and he loves the
Mhm.
classics.
Yeah, Bones, I wouldn't say it's good taste, but it's certainly extensive. He knows plenty of bad show tunes.
May I interject with one terrible sounding one that might sound like Bones?
Oh,
Go.
I'm waiting for a yes or a no.
yeah, go for it.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Tell me you're my ragtime gal. Baby, my heart's on fire. I mean, I don't have a heart. I just have ribs.
Send me a kiss by
Sorry.
wire.
Yeah.
Baby, my heart's on fire. One
So
of the
he-
first song with the telephones in them. I love it.
So he finishes his set and watches you, sort of
Well,
move around. He's like, "Hey, K-Dog, how's it going? You like the remodel?"
yeah, it's amazing, boss, but I think I should do more for you. Like you did so much for me, and I think I didn't give enough back to everybody.
He lays his massive head down so that the two of you can speak eye to socket. And he gets Two Ball comes up to him and hands him a colorful drink with a little swirly straw in it, and
The
sets it down
Mr.
on the ground.
Bones.
And to Mr. Bones, yeah, and just sets it down. "You're doing fine, buddy. I mean, you found my dog for me. Kerberos is a wily little shit. Never would have thought he'd be a computer program this time around."
Oh, Turdock.
Is that what he's calling himself this time?
Yeah, I think he just found something to be more helpful to me. Like another mask or something. You know how it is.
Yeah, he likes to do things his own way.
As we
But
all.
I mean, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here.
Oh, that does make sense in a nonsensical way.
Hey man, it's your dream.
I'm living it.
So I mean, he set this all up. Might as well take a look around, right?
Good idea. Thank you for the advice, boss.
Anytime,
he-
buddy.
And he would go. He likes dogs. He would go. There was whispering dogs, and he would say to them, "You should play card like in the famous painting. It's very cute. Poker, I think. Yeah."
The dogs are arguing about philosophy.
Oh,
The Rottweiler
philosophy.
looks at you and he's like, "That's just cliche."
It's a
Now,
cliche for a reason.
listen, Curb. Night City provides, and in this time it provides an escape. Who are we to impose on the Tao? The Beagle lifts their visor on their spacesuit to take a sip of his beer before speaking. "Is it the Tao, or have the cats that lurk in this city gotten to you too?" The terrier hits their paw on the table. "No fighting in front of the boy." They
Oh,
seems
it's not fighting. You're just talking. And that DAO is nice, but I like to be more proactive. But I respect the DAO.
I'd actually forgotten to finish this little section out, so
No
bear with
problem.
me.
Crack and just okay and
Yeah.
see bye bye.
Yeah.
Crack and just goes with it.
Yeah. So I'm actually really sorry about that. I took a nap
Don't be sorry.
before the game, so there were
It's
2 hours I
amazing.
could have been writing, but I forgot.
Bison, it's amazing. So maybe now play pool. If I'm dreaming, then maybe I'm good at playing pool. Can I join foxy lady, foxy person. I
The
don't know.
it was a wolf and a hound playing pool. The
Wolf,
vixen and the
fox,
lioness were
close
sitting
enough.
the vixen and the lioness were sitting at a table.
Oh, okay. They are on a date probably. I will not three-wheeled. English hard. Well, maybe play pool.
You approach the
Mhm.
wolf and the hound just as the hound starts to rack up. He notices you approach and flicks his head. And he's like, "Looks like you're up there. I'll take a look. I think Sheila needs a little TLC. I'll be right back."
Spasiba, comrade. And Krakenwood, I don't know if you know the Octodad game. Kraken would try to move like Octodad because he's a big octopus, so he wants to have fun with it because it's a dream. So he would try to be more octopus-like and like
Erect.
do fun
You gonna
like
break?
yeah. And he would try to break the bills and play pool. I played once, but I don't remember the rules.
That's
All
good
right.
because the
Oh.
rules here are exactly as you remember them.
So non-existing. Maybe I can try and roll gambling. I think
Is that
there is a skill for
There's a
this.
skill called gambling.
Yes,
there?
there is. But I think
Holy
in
shit, there
control-
is. No, it's an
The fact
education.
it's education.
Yeah.
It's an education skill.
It's
That's hilarious.
education in Night City.
Yeah, that does make sense. Now, funny thing is my wife has actually been watching Pool Hall Junkies. She's watched it like twice now. All right. So 17.
I'm gonna respond with tactics.
Okay.
17.
No, that's Night City knowledge, isn't it?
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
No, you
gambling
got
is
gamble
11.
is
Oh,
11.
yeah, Gamble's 11.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's my big bag of dices? Throw a D10 down the
See.
tower.
Pool is a lot like the game of life. It's a 19.
Yeah. So
In everything we
Kraken's-
do, everything has its particular angle and play. By the time you've gone through it, you don't know what's going to happen until it has. And the consequences of one's actions become clear.
You have to remember those actions to notice the consequences. Agel's vibe.
Well, you know the action because you just took it.
your
And I already
immediate
forgot it.
consequence is apparent there.
And as the wolf points to the 8-ball, it now the thing is in 8-ball, that's actually the last ball you want to sink, and it is sitting precariously close to the pocket. And when you look at the ball, Kraken, it's a pool ball. It's not a pool ball. It's your face. And you are looking down, like you realize that it's your face, and when you do, you are now looking down into this massive chasm of blackness and felt.
Are you ready to feel the consequences of your action? Or are you going to fall deeper and deeper?
Kraken is very self-destructive, and he would think, I hate my face. And he would push his 8-ball face into the chasm because he doesn't like himself very much, sadly.
You fall
Round and
you
round we
fall,
go.
and fall
Into
and
the pocket.
fall
No one knows.
And when you feel like you can, like, it's pure blackness, and you can feel the feeling of like wind rushing past your face, and then it stops and it like hits you like a brick, and your face jerks up, and you're staring at the wolf in front of the pool table.
That was interesting.
Kraken, if
And
you don't stop doing what you're doing, everything will feel like that.
you
I'm
break the
not
set.
doing anything.
You break, and the 8-ball stands precariously close to the pocket. It has your face.
So let's try a different tactic. And maybe get another ball and try to like corner shot that so the face 8 ball would
To get it away from.
physics
Yeah.
away from the
All right, roll me gamble again.
okay. Multiple choice adventure. Like those books. One moment, I got to find. Yes,
I used to
here it
read
is.
the hell out of Choose Your Own Adventure books as a kid.
I still do.
9. Kraken, you hit the ball, and you realize that the ball is the therapy center that you're at. And you watch it carom around the table, and it nicks the 8-ball, and the 8-ball spins and spins and spins, and it feels like an eternity. And when you look at the New Dawn ball, it starts to spin and come back, and then it hits the 8-ball. The 8-ball goes in, and you start to fall again.
That must be some
Looks-
kind of metaphor.
Looks like you've relapsed, chum.
At least,
What to do.
at least I tried therapy. That is more interesting. So what to do when I came back? The only solution is not to play. I walked away from the table.
Oh, but it's like a drug, man. You always come back.
You walk away, and you walk down the steps towards the rest of the bar into the exit, and you walk out the door, and you push the door open and walk back into the bar. There is a viper sitting at the end of the bar with a drink in his tail, a vixen and a lioness having a conversation in the corner, 3 dogs arguing over something, and a red wolf just waiting.
I like this. So he would try to go towards the lioness and vixen. And I'm sorry. I hope I'm not intruding in your date night. I can go away if so.
The vixen and the lioness watch you approach, and when you get to the table and start to speak, the lioness slides you a glass of water.
I think your exit and your magica. I think yeah. That would be a thing that they would do. They would give me water. and
Drink
you
it.
would drink the water.
Please?
Yeah.
The lioness is stern. The vixen almost pleading.
he will drink the water and say, I know you have good intentions, but I am zombie man. I don't like dimension. I died my second death in dimension. My first death back in Russia. My third death fighting the police. And I don't
You
care
can die
about
all you
my
want.
body.
That doesn't change the fact that you have a choice.
I never forced you to the mansion. That was your choice to make. I gave all of you a choice.
I'm not saying it's your fault. It's not your fault. I'm saying that why everybody's saying choice, choice, choice. No, existence is a river. I am a stone in the river, and water just flows. Kind of like Dao, but the boulder can move somehow. And everybody's like, choice, choice, think about what you're doing. Why? Why?
Because we don't want to lose you.
I'm already lost.
You
Could
think
you be any more stupid?
I try.
maybe we actually care?
You said you wanted to be part of this team. You expressed how much you like us, love us, but you let yourself fall. Why is that?
My therapist being says it's an effect of adultification. Like I haven't have time to be kid. I had to take care of.
Kids don't take drugs.
Yeah, that's the problem. I was straight-laced, as straight-laced as you can be in Moscow, son. And then I lost everything, and I came here, and I'm just, why not?
You gained friends. Friends who hate seeing you like this. Why can't you get that through your thick skull? We like having you around, but not like this.
We gave you a choice. I
Yes.
gave you a choice. You never had to take it. If it truly was a second death, as you say, then walk away.
Was no. That's the problem, dear Lioness. I don't
Magic
fault
is the
you.
vixen.
Magic's the fox.
Yeah? No. Yes? Oh, I don't know. I'm too high and dreamy and things like that.
The lion
Yeah.
gives you, she doesn't, it's not like the force of a punch. But if he remembers when exit through the empty can of smash
Yeah.
at his head, it's like that, but with the paw. Snap out of
the
it.
face.
It's
You're
not
too
that
stuck up here
easy.
to look at the people around you.
Yeah, I know.
The people who want you to be better, to do better. And we know you can. So why don't you?
We have that in common, Kraken. We can't see when someone else cares about us. So we
No,
choose to
I
be
see.
self-destructive instead.
I see. I just cannot
Don't care?
find the energy to care.
Mm.
I'm sorry. That's the truth. I care about you, but I don't care about
You don't
myself.
show it very well.
I know.
But you could.
It's not hard.
You say so.
You see, you're going to therapy. Therapy is working with you, but you're not working with it.
Yeah. It only works if you work it. I know the saying. I may seem dumb, but I'm not dumb.
No.
I had to work for my education like it's a miracle. I haven't burned my brain out with the pre-war classes, programs, and all it got me it was a burned face. It's like if I try, it's only gets worse. So I just stopped trying. I try.
You shut up. You're here with us.
I'm not
You're
here
here with
with
You're
us.
you.
not dead, Kraken. There is always time to try again.
Yeah. And again and again. And I will just fall like the 8-ball head in the tunnel and
Because you have chosen that. Here's the thing that you're not getting. Or are you just too far gone?
the problem is that I don't think individually. I don't think of myself as somebody worthy of getting better. I just want to do positive stuff for others, but I don't care
But
enough about me.
you think this is positive for us?
No.
Then cut this shit out.
Yeah, I was supposed to do job, and instead of doing job, I'm here in a delusion. I don't know why.
Maybe
don't
this
know
is the
why?
wake up call you needed.
Perhaps it's because we've been trying to get through to you and nothing works. Do you think this is working?
No, it's a circle, like repeating.
He hits you in the head.
Repeating.
Then get off the cycle.
Good. Hearing that, Kraken would try to use his Neuralink and just log off because he starts to think that it's some kind of computer program because it's looks like a game, looks like some kind of computer program. So
You do that, and what you see is actually give me an awareness perception check.
okay. 1 moment. I get to find that tab. Awareness perception.
Okay, that's a 7.
Yeah. Because there are no drugs. That's the problem. Everybody's like, Kraken gets sober. But if Kraken gets sober, the rolls are not good.
You're having a whacked out dream. The drugs are the problem, buddy.
Yeah.
So what you
True.
see is the waiter comes and just hands you a shot. When you look down at the shot, it is both simultaneously a shot glass and a pistol.
Can I hit it off the table with my huge ass paw?
I
he would
want to see
throw
what
it
Kraken
away.
does with it first.
He would throw it away. I'm not playing Russian roulette.
See, you can make a change.
You can make the choice.
You can get better.
And you also hear a whisper, pity.
Said the kitty. I could work with you, but you catmen are trying to make me a tool. I'm not a wrench. I could be a
No.
partner.
You're a puppet.
Yeah, that's your problem. You see everybody as puppet.
I'm sorry. That's your problem. You're stuck with me now, bitch.
Big better puppets next time.
Yeah. Well, they come to us unbidden. You have chosen to be a puppet.
Honey, I know what you are doing. I know I cracked your scheme. It's not complex, and it's in its simplicity. Its simplicity is genius, I must say. To using the phone, magic phone that was a game when it was created to nanobots. I think it's nanobots, and it's smart. But your problem is that you are not thinking about people as people, but people as tools. And that's your problem.
But you are a toy, little Kraken. Your gaze shifts and kind of looks into a part of the bar that your eyes just didn't see. And all that's in there is blackness, and then two cat eyes, and a mouth, and then more mouths. And then it seems like it fills the blackness. You've always been a puppet to us. You think you are free. You think you
No, I
are,
never felt it.
do you? You've never had a choice, not since the first time. And then there's a flash, and you see yourself walking across the highway. It's rush hour. And there are cars whipping past you, honking. You almost get hit like 3 or 4 times, and then you're back in the bar. You're just a puppet, Kraken. Those arms, they wave for us. And you see your tentacles make little woobly.
Am I supposed to be scared or impressed? Tell me, my puppet master. I just
There's
see a... Yeah.
there's another flash, and you see your tentacles wrapped around a man's throat as he gasps for life. You don't know who this guy is, but you know him. You took his life,
Yeah,
and it
he
was here
worked
in
for
Night City.
Arasaka.
No?
I-
You
I
have no
also took
idea who
his
this guy
wallet.
is. Just complete rando. There's another flash, and it's you planting explosives in a parkade. There's a third flash, and you hand a briefcase off with sparkles, and then lay another briefcase with a real bomb next to the waste paper basket. You've always done what we've wanted, little octopus.
Honey,
You
I
think you are
cannot
free.
tell what is true, what is lie. You can fabricate 10,000 things I done or not done. Yes,
These
even
are
if I
not
did those.
fabrications. These are memories. I'm just opening the door.
Huh. Why, you think that it will break me? So, if I did those, so what?
You don't see it, do you?
The problem with folks like you are always thinking big picture, big everything. That's why USSR fall apart. That's why it was problem. That's why it didn't work, because everybody was thinking world city. No, start easy, start block, start one place, one small place.
A block, a borough,
Yeah.
a city.
Why city? one street. Start small. If
I
you
did. And it worked. I have you, don't I? You've given me so many friends, so much information. We talk and talk and talk. Friends.
yeah. But the friends, if you would see us as friends, it would be good. But you didn't even go to zoo. You went to some back alley doctor who turned you into a cat. You don't even have a tail. You probably are a cyber psycho, just high functioning one.
We're all psycho here.
Yeah, I read Alice in 3 different languages and 5 different translations. So I
This
know
is
what you're quoting.
above board. This is the Red Death torture situation all over again.
Yes.
Um,
I'm sorry. Kraken just doesn't care.
Doing a terrible job of quoting Alice in Wonderland. That's a Scar torture session right there.
if
I-
I have, it
yeah.
hasn't been intentional.
No problem.
Just
But
the we're
don't-
all psycho here.
Yeah,
Oh.
that line.
We
Oh, we're all mad
we've
here.
got-
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, but he's not quoting, he's paraphrasing. So it
That's
fits.
worse.
He's mad. He didn't have a good operation. Cut the cat some slack.
I'm not cutting the cat slack. I'm cutting the GM slack.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm sorry, but Kraken just doesn't really care. So even if he planted explosives, even if he killed some innocent guy, so he cannot change it. What's the point in worrying? I don't see the reason to be mad at myself, to be mad at you. I just don't care. I just don't have the energy.
there's like an odd pause. It's like, yeah, it actually feels like the program to, since your character's a net runner, he would use that kind of analogy. It's like the program
Buffering.
hung up.
Yeah.
It's like the wheels are spinning but nothing's happening. You give yourself an opportunity to sort of look around. Give me another awareness perception check.
Awareness, or maybe the Netrunner ability, since it
One of
looks
each.
like
One of
okay,
each.
great. So awareness,
Awareness and
perception,
interface, yeah.
and interface. Oh, I have to put on is it 0? Because
Yeah, I think it's been a while
yeah.
since I've
Okay, 0.
You are
So,
rolling
yeah.
absolute
he hasn't
11
rolled
and 8.
garbage.
he hasn't rolled over a 5. Like dirty, like
I
roll
mean this
20
with
hates
love,
you.
but still, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
garbage.
I
I think it's a natural one in one perception.
yeah, one of
Yeah.
those was actually a
Yeah.
crit fail.
Yeah. It
So
fits.
so what you get is you are definitely being hacked. This is more than just a dream. It's really good, whoever's doing it, but you're definitely being hacked. The other thing is more observational. You see that the lioness is about this close to hitting you again, like caught in freeze frame. The vixen is somewhere between extremely disappointed and wishing they could say something else. It's got that duality to it. The snake at the bar looks really, really left out.
I'm sorry, snake person.
The wolf is staring intently at you, just sort of leaning on the pool cue like you see people do all the time in movies. And just beyond that is the dragon, sort of peeking his head over the wolf's ears. And that one catches you because, unlike all the rest of them, he's moving.
So, Kraken would try to go toward the dragon and say, "So, I think you are the break in the program. I know I have been hacked since the first time I took Rainbow, because it's nanobots. And I think you, Mr. Bone Dragon, are a present from my I don't know, S is in Polish, AI friend like Czerdok Cerberus. Can you help me get out of this?"
I can't do diddly squat, Kraken. I had nothing to do with this. I'm, as they say, a break. Things don't work proper around me. And this was a big enough deal that I thought it important to sit in.
Oh. So if you're a break, maybe my net running would be better around you. Worth a try.
The thing is, this is mostly you.
Yeah.
The hack got things going. But you know what everybody here is saying to you, right?
Yeah, I'm just replaying what they already told me or what my subconscious would say that they would say.
And what does that tell you?
I know them good enough and they care. I know that they care.
And
I want to help everybody, but I don't really want to help myself.
teams don't work on the weakest link. Those teams fall apart. They end up with everybody dead. I'm a fixer. I know this. And you know that I know this. Otherwise, I wouldn't be saying.
Yep. That's true. I still think the whole idea of using the generative AI from agents and nanomachines is smart and it could be useful, but not in the hands of crazy cat guy. But I don't know, in some other better hands. It's just a tool like any other, like corporate power, or a gun, or a knife.
You're a lot smarter than any of those things. There's a reason you're a kraken. Mythical, dangerous. Able to put their hands and many pies.
Yes.
You're at a crossroads now, buddy. These drugs are gonna kill you. Straight up. Not you. And then he points at your heart. You points at your head. And specifically not like the actual like squid part of the head, but the engram, like the chromatophores.
Isn't this already dead? I think. I feel like I'm dead, but I'm sorry. I'm just going in circles again.
You're being judged by yourself, primarily.
Yeah.
And
Pro-
the engrams of your friends are just as much a part of you.
As I'm a part of them.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's the great secret of civilization. We help each other by being in each other's lives. Yeah. And we make each other better and worse, but we change each other. The entropy.
Now something's got you circling the drain. You know it's the rainbow. But have you figured out why it's the rainbow?
He's doing something with my body. Right now, probably.
There's a war in your blood. To make it as obtuse as I can.
Yeah. The
And
technology is interesting. Still.
the steps you're taking to stop it are key to figuring out why you have to in the first place. I'm not allowed to say any more than that. The fourth wall won't let me.
Yeah, I get it. Thank you. Thank you, boss. Boss, man.
You gotta figure out how to get out of here. Because I got some tango lessons to go to in an hour. And time's ticking.
Yeah.
Let the
Yeah.
lion hit you.
Yeah, just at that moment, pap.
I cannot go. One more, please, for the road.
Yeah.
Another hit.
You just pap.
You're obliged twice. Pool cue is broken over your head.
Kraken.
Okay.
I've accepted my fate. Have you truly accepted yours?
Help us help you.
Yeah, the one thing I want to do is help others, but to
You
help
can't do
others,
that
I
when you're
have to
not
help
helped yourself.
myself.
Help
Yeah.
us help you.
Yeah. Guess the time for adventures and playing is over. I have to be the grown up. So, how would I go out from this?
Simple. You need to kill us.
I'm kidding. Don't do that. I am.
No.
You hear a record scratch.
That's the one thing I wouldn't do even in a dream, because I'm not sure how much of this is a dream. And
That's a good thing to do. No.
And I try to like
you need
wake
to.
up in like mostly a roar and see if that helps.
Give me a performance roll.
Uh-oh. Oh, maybe it won't be bad. 19?
19. The lioness roars. And
You know
this
the steps
roar,
forward. Take them.
the entire like the animals themselves don't, but you see the background, like the bar, just like vibrate.
could Kraken try to find the gun ring from before and try to shoot it at the bar, like the darkness in the bar, Like
Okay.
if he
You-
cannot, the logic, unlogic from this is if the breaking the bar is the connection with the cat, like
Mhm.
like he would try to attack the connection
Okay.
because
Um,
nothing seems to work.
you start looking around, and it's like the darkness understands that that's what you're trying to do,
Because it's in my mind.
and it attempts to stop you. You can see this shadow like come out from the ground. You can watch it race along the floor towards you. Give me an evasion roll.
Evasion.
That's fighting.
Probably will be shit. Seeing
Sometimes
is
it's a
how
good,
I roll.
sometimes it's a cheat.
No, it's gonna be good this time. I have no, never mind. I was like, I have a good feeling it's gonna be good. Nope, nope.
There was so much potential for it to be good too.
There was.
Mhm.
Kraken, you feel this blackness wrap around your leg. And with that blackness, you also feel that apathy. That I don't care. Let other people make my decisions for me. You know, it's better to be a puppet because then it's not your fault. You can
So
feel
I-
that fill your mind.
So the wolf me has a thing he'd kind of like to try to do,
Okay, let's hear it.
which is just he's going to put a hand on Kraken and go, "You need to do the thing that is the most. You need to do something that is the most difficult thing a person can ever do. I think you know what that is. We're not in this
see.
alone."
The fox will come up. You need to give a shit. Not just for yourself, for us.
And the lioness comes up and goes, and actually fucking mean it.
And for once, you need to ask us for help.
You know what? Before that, I want to say goodbye to something. He always wears a red star with ashes of his dead friends, and he would tear it off and say, "You would tell me I'm being stupid, and yeah, you would hate me right now, and I have to say goodbye to you." And in his mind, the star would start to glow.
That's
And
exactly what it does.
yes, he
It
would,
begins to radiate.
and he would try to throw it away. By throwing it away, he would try to throw away, break off from all the trauma, all the bad memories, all the guilt that he has, that is weighing him down. And he's trying to say goodbye to the past and trying to have his animal friends, his team. He's trying to live for the now and for the future.
Okay, you're gonna have to pardon me for a second because I just got this huge thing in my head and it like really choked me up for a sec.
No problem.
So what you do is you pull this locket off and the star begins to just radiate in your hands. You can see little bits of light, beams of light just poking out from the gaps in your fingers. And you hurl it. Fuck. I attack the darkness.
The power of communists compels you.
you
Honestly,
throw
that was
this
the
thing
first thing that popped in my head.
and
Yep.
you throw this thing and it just hurtles towards the mouths and the eyes, and instead of it breaking, what you see is her face looking at you, smiling. She says, I'll wait, but you have to be worth it.
Yeah.
And then everything just breaks. And then you wake up. You're covered in garbage, literal garbage.
Nothing new.
You look around to get your bearings and sorry. You turn around to get your bearings and you realize you're not that far from the precipice. It's the middle of the night. It feels like it just finished raining. And the next thing you notice is that you smell like the docks. Like low tide is a smell. You smell like low tide.
Yeah.
Rotting fish.
Kevin's making no faces. He knows.
The grime and the musty smell of I forgot the
We'll
name.
call them fish.
Yep.
But yeah. That's just, but the one thing you don't feel is tired. Since the first time you took Rainbow, you have been exhausted. Wanted to sleep all the time. Everything feels like it's a dream anyways, so who cares? But for the first time, you're not tired. And I would like you to erase the rainbow addiction from your character sheet. As you're kind of just sort of gathering yourself, you see Tommy walk by, and your blood runs cold. You recognize that shuffle. You know what those eyes have behind them.
Rainbow.
He's blasted. He doesn't even know you're there.
Kraken would get up. He would, if I may add a small thing, he would look up at his wrist, see that there is a biomonitor. He got it installed, and there is a readout like brainwaves suggest ADHD and autism spectrum disorder. Please contact your healthcare provider. And Kragan, yeah, this explains some things. And he would go to Tommy, and I will take care of you. You help me, I will help you. That's communism. Come on.
Hey man, have you tried these? They're called Skittles. It lets you taste the rainbow.
No, don't. I tried it. It's not good.
But
It's rotten.
I got
The-
nothing else, man.
The other side of the rainbow is black and white. So don't do it. I will help you. And he would just take care of Tommy. He would spend the rest of the night making sure that he doesn't do anything
Yeah.
bad.
You you take him back to the precipice. You see all the, eviction notices, you have to leave, but you see that nobody's really actually left. They're kind of just squatting at this point. Then nobody cares. There's garbage on the ground. The little holographic tree that was in your little cul-de-sac, it's off. so you don't see it anymore.
Would
But you
that
take.
would that would I try to turn it on?
Give me a basic tech roll.
Just as a fuck you to Giraffa. Basic tech. Maybe the first good. Where is basic tech in
In technique.
technique? Sorry.
No worries.
Uh,
Come on, dice. Don't screw with us. 21.
yes.
I told you it was the drugs.
And the tree is like huge and red, and there is
Well, what you managed to do is while you've got Tommy sitting in a bathtub of ice so he can get his body temperature down, you go outside and you manage to splice the power.
yeah.
It honestly, it doesn't take you long, and while you're doing it, you're realizing that like this is all coming easy. It's like it's not like, okay, you have to listen to the voices to figure something out or try to magically recall things through the haze. Your brain practically tells you the technical manual. Like you knew exactly what to do to splice the power, to get it back on, to make sure Rafa's grid think it was powering a generator, like a streetlight.
Yeah.
As you're finishing up, you see Gina come home. She's just come back from working a double. And she's bagged. Her waitress uniform is covered in stains. It looks like somebody threw a drink at her at some point. And for the first time since you've come to Carnage Heights, she's not smiling. Oh, hey, Kraken.
Hey, I took care of Tommy. He took something bad.
Oh, you found him.
Yeah. I
He's
kind
made
of
us-
kicked the habit myself. And
There's
we
like
will save this place.
She smiles. Is like, I hope it'll be worth it. I mean, it's not like there's much left.
It's the only thing that's worth anything. And
Glad to hear somebody cares.
we said that Kraken doesn't have his computer with him, but does he have his phone? Because he wants to send text messages to the team.
Yeah.
Yes.
You do have your agent with
Agent.
you.
Yeah. He would write, "Sorry, I wasn't there. I kicked Rainbow, was hacked by Catman. I'm free now. I'm at Carnage Heights at the moment." And he would uh, send a text message to Dr. Being, and that the drug is a beat Rainbow. It's a computer program, hacking program, like mini game or something. Checked other patients for neural links.
You don't get an answer from Dr. Being.
Yeah, but
I love that name.
yeah.
It also makes me think you're saying Dr. Bean, which completely changes the personality of the character.
Yeah. Yeah,
Magic.
but that's the two thing that Kraken wants to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magic, you get this text. It's late in the evening. Actually, it's pretty much the middle of the night. Are you asleep?
No,
No.
I don't think magic has slept much recently.
Okay, so you guys haven't seen Kraken in a few days, and then suddenly you get this text message from him saying he's beaten Rainbow.
It's concise. Jesus.
An immediate response back from exit. Come back to us as soon as you can. I'm glad. I'm glad you kicked it.
Red
Now
is
the
on
th-
his bike on this with the cephalopod.
Yeah. Now the three of you, being from Night City more or less in varying capacities, initially you have a very hard time believing it because you know that Night City is full of designer drugs. Designer drugs can't be kicked. You can't kick a smash habit. You have to go to therapy for it. Somehow, Kraken has done it. At least that's what he says.
With a
Yeah.
little help from my friends.
Magic, do we want to go get him?
Red's already left to pick him up.
Yeah, but exit's asking Magic because she also has a vehicle.
I know. I'm just.
Magic is. She's too much in her own head right now. She kind of hearing you doesn't stop what she's doing. You go ahead. I gotta finish working on this.
I presume you're in the study.
No, if she's working on something, she's working down in the basement.
Okay. This is definitely not in your dad's study.
No, that room basically stays empty.
Mark has read.
What are you working on?
Just this shit.
You work tomorrow, can't be done then. On the clock.
See, I don't ever get off the clock anymore.
Well, then let me help.
And she has not looked at you.
Are you on a laptop?
Yeah.
Exit goes to close the laptop.
Can I catch her on this?
Uh,
How engrossed are you in your work?
I want to call this brawling versus evasion.
Where's evasion?
So it would be brawling for
you.
Yeah, brawling for
It's in
exit.
fighting.
Oh,
Martial
What the
arts.
fuck?
Wow.
7!
But wow.
Lower!
So
I have a level 6 in brawling, 8 in dex. I rolled a 1.
yep, she rolled a 15, but only got a -2 for a 13. Because that's how fumbles work in Cyberpunk, because you roll against your total. And then Magic, unfortunately, got a 7. So I wouldn't call it the most graceful. There's a little bit of hand slapping, a little bit of holding the laptop out of the way, and then she just sort of reaches over and
Our friend's clean. Or he says he is.
Exactly, says he is.
This is also the least nonsensical text from Kraken you've ever gotten.
Are we losing you
Red
too?
already left.
Oh yeah. Red Death's just like "Mrrr."
Like, we built this city.
He built this city on mafia and drugs.
Look, we built this city on illegal gambling connections, yes. But still,
And Kraken is taking a shower.
So
Yeah, she can't answer that.
I don't like that you can't give me an answer. Get in the car.
To what? Get our hopes up again? To see a glimmer of hope? And then what? Lose it
Yes.
again?
You're starting to sound like me. I don't like it. Get in the car.
What do I have to do to push back open my laptop?
Exit's hand is on it.
I want to say competing brawling rolls.
Oh no, do not make me do this. 3!
Wait, hang on.
I got even lower.
Yeah, that it's not moving. She has now actually taken your laptop.
And walking to the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only reason Magic is following, because you have her laptop for work.
My workspace. Yeah, pretty much. So Red Death gets to the precipice, a fair bit earlier than Magic and Exit do. When you do arrive, I mean, it's the middle of the night in
In the middle of the night.
I'm just gonna have music playing through my head on repeat tonight.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's my life.
Yeah. So you get there, it's quiet. I mean, the power is out again, and then you see the cherry tree in the precipice light up. Only actual illumination for probably half a city block. Other than that, it's dead quiet.
Kraken would be sitting in front of their shared canap, drinking pseudo coffee and looking normal. The most normal he's been in, I think, ever.
Yeah, give me a human perception roll, Red Death.
I need to get better at this.
It's actually funnier if you don't. You have no idea who this guy is. It's just some red guy. It's just the body language, everything tells you that this is a complete stranger. And he's sitting in front of your old house. They're not a threat. They're not like whoever this stranger is, they're dressed exactly like Kraken, and that's really weird.
You want to talk first or should I?
Oh, hello, comrade. That you the in my dream, hacking dream, you were a red wolf, and you helped me beat drag, cat, and hacking. So now he talks like Kraken, but he's slower.
It's you. All right. So, you really beat it?
I think so. It wasn't a drag, it was nanomachines, pseudo AI from the agent, and a good hacker trying to hack my brain
Kraken.
thingy.
It doesn't matter what it was.
I like mysteries.
What I want
but you're
now
right.
Is it gone? And will it stay that way?
I won't take any more of it because I think I planted the bomb at the first place and I killed some people that I didn't want to kill. But I say goodbye to my past, goodbye to my trauma, and could we get by a shop with fancy clothes because I need to buy fancy clothes for
Yeah.
job.
And we can do that tomorrow. Come on, get up.
Like he puts out a hand for you to help get you standing up.
He would take your hand and in two hands of his, he would shake them and thank you, Mr. Red Wolf. You're a good guardian. And he
Around
would-
this time,
Yes.
Magic and Exit show. They pull up and
Before all that is said, and it's also before all that, it's also just
Kraken, it's good that you're
Yes.
feeling better. And we're going to keep you that way.
You want
But I
human
have to do
perception
my
from
job.
us?
yes, human perception from Exit and Magic, please.
16.
13 and 16. Holy, you rolled a 2 Exit? Dang. But it still ends up with a 13 because she's got all sorts of mods. Yeah, both of you recognize Kraken. Exit, you heard his voice pretty much before you got out of the car almost. Magic, you
He's still
recognize
loud.
his body language is off, but it's still definitely him.
You're done?
It's- Yeah, you guys walk up to him and him and Red Death had just finished their little conversation.
Almost.
finished. I was just really going to
Yeah.
say just one thing of just
And we can never really move past our pasts. Oh, we can't ever really say goodbye to the past. What we can do is move forward and honor
Yes.
it.
I'm just
But you took
the
a good step
exploit
today.
I had, the thing that Catman was controlling me about is what I was living in my past, and it was my weakness. I still remember my past, but I'm ready to move forward and to be here with all of you, not in
Exit
my
gives him a big
throne.
hug.
Um,
She still has Magic's laptop. She's not letting her have it back.
Yeah, so that's probably the most surprising thing, Kraken, is Exit just came over and just gave you a big hug. You know, little Miss Cool herself.
And Kraken would give her a Slavic bear hug in return.
oh, a cephalus squeeze.
Nice.
We're just gonna keep coming up with them.
I got clean as you wanted.
Promise
So
me
now, new
you're
jacket.
never gonna touch it again.
This one,
Or I
not.
swear to God, I might kill you.
Yes, and I know that you won't trust me. I didn't trust my addicted friends as well, so I get it. I don't expect you to believe me in anything.
I just. No more of that shit. I'm glad to have you back.
Thank you. But I'm a little sad I didn't talk to Snake person. And
Snake
and,
person?
yeah.
Yeah, apparently, I'm a big red wolf. We're gonna
You are a
deconstruct
lioness.
this.
A lioness?
Yeah, I have to tell you the story. It's great story. All of you, the memories I have of you helped me beat the hacking minigame. And he would tell all the dream, all the story to
Yeah,
them.
you guys sort of go into a four-way group call on the drive back because it's two different vehicles. And he regales you with the whole experience. What is everyone's reaction to that?
Exit's kind of just like,
The most concise
What?
nonsense I've ever heard.
yeah. The most concise and kind of profound nonsense. And also, that lioness does definitely sound like me.
And Kraken would include here in the call because he was very interested in the whole rainbow and how it works.
Mhm.
So
You guys don't really get anything out of here that more than a lot of laughter. Like genuine, not this is the funniest shit I've ever heard, but like he thought it was the not the fun, yeah, pretty close to the funniest shit he's ever heard. More in like, but not in the things that you'd think were funny. Like when Kraken was replaying the conversation between the three dogs, he chuckled a little bit. The skeleton singing show tunes got an absolute roar. Experiment over, I guess. And yeah, so actually, that is where I am going to conclude the session for this evening.
Exit does not give Magic her laptop back.
Until they
When we
get
get
back
back to the precipice, she tries to go for it. Exit's just gonna go to bed.
I have things to do.
Lean on
Have-
people, dumbass. That's the entire
I
point of the episode.
have
Anyway,
spreadsheets.
Bed.
you get people
And
that,
Exit
that
brings
can
the
do
laptop to her
spreadsheet
room.
for you.
Oh, Magic will just follow to get the laptop back.
She's
Like
not
a
getting it
puppy.
back.
Red Death
Not
hands you
until
a
tomorrow.
grenade or two so that you can booby trap the laptop.
So
Just
A
one.
Kraken would
A
look it up.
flashbang.
glitter.
Yeah.
I would like to thank everybody for tonight. Thank you, Exit.
It
Thank
just
you,
turns to
Kraken.
shrapnel. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Red Death, and thank you, Magic. Thank you, Kevin, for producing tonight. Thank you guys for watching in the chat. I would like to actually just thank everybody for this experience. It's the first time I've done something like this where the players become NPCs, even though they're technically playing themselves. But I thought it was really fun.
It was.
Yeah.
Good.
It
I'm
was.
glad.
I didn't know when I was allowed to step in.
I'm sad about the snake. I feel guilty now. Sorry.
This was honestly just like he was going to be playing devil's advocate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you
Because
guys for
I
watching.
thought that Kevin would be the snake, so that's why I was sad. So it's good now. Okay.
I would
thank
have
you.
had to ask him ahead of time for that. But
Yeah.
anywho, and I threw him in last second. I threw the Viper in at the last second. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. If you're on YouTube, please hit like and subscribe, notification bell, you know the usual. If you liked the episode, leave me a comment. If you didn't like the episode, go tell me I suck.
And if you do tell him he sucks, and we'll come in,
tell
we'll
me
come find
why,
you and
so I
fight
can
you.
make fun of you for it in the next episode.
I like my come and find you and fight you up suggestion.
We
A
want
lot of money on plane
engagement.
tickets, though.
Comment.
So expensive. So yeah, thanks for watching. Our next show is going to be on Thursday for King's Pyrite. Hopefully, ducks.
You did great, Bison. It was a great game. Thank you.
I am so glad you guys enjoyed it. I was actually really choked you couldn't be here last week because I was going to open it out with this scene, but I'm actually more glad I was able to turn it into a whole episode.
Yeah.
So yeah, as we say here on Dirty 20, if you can't be nice to each other, at the very least, be kind. Have a good night. This is a threat.
Stay hydrated.
Right.
Don't do drugs.